couple of goals today. I think the first one is play a lot of Smash Brothers. Goal number 2 is to get to the library to return those movies. And number 3 is to have pizza at some point. I think those are all very attainable goals, and I will feel very accomplished when I accomplish said goals. Let's start with goal number 1, play a lot of Smash Brothers. Okay, I gotta go for a run. I'm gonna leave this on, actually. I need this. I need pants, though. Man, I really do not want to run today. I mean, I really want to run, like I got that urge, but it's also 27 degrees Fahrenheit. It's gonna be really cold. I do have a secret weapon though, and that's this.
So quick updates on the GoPro situation. For one thing, it has been brought to my attention that this thing only costs $200 now. That is a much more reasonable price. $400 at the time, totally not worth it. People have also said the sound quality is because of the waterproofing. That doesn't make much sense to me because my phone is waterproof and has great sound, whereas this is waterproof and has terrible sound. And supposedly the new GoPro has much better sound and video quality. And I've seen the video quality and I definitely agree, but the audio quality is still pretty garbage in my opinion. But it just kind of sucks because I would love to be able to have a little camera like this that I could use on my runs. I mean, I might use this anyway. So I don't have to take out my headphones and my phone and I can keep listening to my music while I'm filming. Anyways, it is cold as ice. So let's continue.
I've probably talked about this before already, and after 3 years of doing the vlog, I apologize if I'm redundant, but I think we all have this notion that making change or being the person that we want to be is all about having more willpower and like dedication. I think it's mostly changing your environment to where things will happen naturally with that environment. For instance, how likely is it that you're gonna eat junk food if the only thing in your refrigerator is junk food? It's pretty likely. On the flip side, if your refrigerator is filled with a bunch of vegetables and meat, how likely is it that you're gonna go to the store to buy junk food when it's 27 degrees outside when you already have good food in your fridge? It's still kind of likely, but it's much less likely that you'll eat junk food than if your fridge was full of junk food. Now, how likely is it that you're gonna go run when you only got 4 hours of sleep and you've been eating junk food? The answer is pretty much 0%. For me, the desire to run only comes about when I've slept right and ate right. If those two things aren't happening, running is like a chore. But when those two things are happening, running is like this joyous like release of energy and you're like, oh man, this feels so good, we gotta run. So for any like behaviors you wanna implement, changes you wanna make, or the type of person you wanna be, you gotta start at like the most base level. The things that will make everything else above it easier. And to that end, this is something I discovered just in the last few months. Sleep is the baseline of everything. It is the one thing that is like above all else. You gotta get sleep right. Well, technically I would say shelter is the #1 priority, but I'm gonna assume that if you're watching this, you probably have shelter, but it'd be shelter, sleep, then diet, then exercise. And of course, friends and comfort and interesting things happening in your life, those fall in there somewhere, but I'm not sure where exactly. Create the environment for the other things to happen so that they're easy. Don't start from the top and try to go down. Start from the bottom and go up. Doing another vlog premiere, I've been doing those every day recently. But since I've already seen this, I'm gonna flip my fingernails. Time for some more Dairanto Smash Brothers. Ultimate. Actually, I don't think it's ultimate. What is it? It's something. Guys! I don't think I'm gonna achieve my goal of getting to the library or getting pizza. I really want that pizza though. That's okay. I've got food here. Might still get that pizza though. Anyways, time to watch Rocky Balboa. That's the 6th movie in the franchise. I heard it was decent, I think. Guys, I did it. I found the motivation to make my goals a reality, and I'm getting that pizza.
so cold. Cook up that pizza. It's gonna be so hot, I'm gonna burn my mouth.
It was good. Better than Rocky 5 to be sure, and a much better send-off for the Rocky series. Let's go ahead and watch Creed while we're waiting. I mean, not while we're waiting, but I do want to see what Creed is all about. So I'm not done with the movie yet, but this is by far the best of all the Rocky movies. Maybe this doesn't count as a Rocky movie, but this is just like a legitimately great movie. I don't know if you could have this movie without the other movies, but man, this movie is like fantastic. And I'm not done with the movie yet, but I felt like I had to say something because I kept pausing it, wanting to say that it was a great movie. But there's this musical segment where he's running down the streets and the music there is just, ooh. Oh, that was primo brezets. One more thing, the one-shots they do are amazing. They don't really need to do them because unless you make videos or film, you don't notice it. And just one thing to point out is whoever's doing the focus pulling and like focusing, incredible job. Like, I don't know how they do that. That's like magic. Okay, actually one more thing. This is probably the only Rocky movie that actually has good sound design. All the other Rocky movies just like, they do all of this like dialogue replacement and the voices don't sound like they're in the environment that they're in. And then like when they're in the boxing rings, it sounds terrible. This movie sounds great. This is a good movie. So the recent round of Sylvester Stallone movies. First Blood, very interesting, not what I expected, thought-provoking movie. Rambo 2, getting dumber. I still tried to have a message, but it was incredibly dumb. Rambo 3, you're almost there, but not quite dumb enough to be the best of the best, but dumb enough that I'll probably watch it again. Rocky Balboa, it probably didn't need to be made, but it was all right. Creed, excellent movie, stands alone, but also is probably made better by the existence of all the other Rocky movies. As a movie, definitely the one that I enjoyed the most, but there was aspects to all of them except for Rocky 5 that were all interesting. Only thing I didn't like about the Rocky movies is I don't like watching people fight. I don't like boxing and I don't like mixed martial arts or UFC and stuff. I hate seeing people get hit in the face. And the Rocky movies, when they get like so swollen their eye can't even open up, I'm just like, man, I don't want to look at that. So it's kind of weird that I watched all the movies, right? But anyways, that's gonna do it for today's vlog. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. For me, the desire to run only comes. I shouldn't have been eating while I did this. Okay. For me, the desire to run only comes about when I slept right and ate right, right?